Hey, so here I am on a bike ride, and I haven't been able to ride a lot recently, and it's feeling really good. But I don't like getting hot. I don't like the sun beating down on me, so I'm going at dusk. And here I am at the end of Mackinac Court, which I call a ghost court, similar to what some folks would call a ghost town. But there's still plenty of people in town, the town being Norwayne. This whole court though, 1, 2, 3, I think 4, there are probably 4 duplexes here on each side, and they've all gone to, down the toilet. Condemned, torn down. So I'm glad they were torn down, because the blight is an issue. There's always interesting trash at the end of the court here. It looks like we've got a empty can of creamery? Whipped cream. Somebody was huffing the nitrous. Tail lights out of some sort of a vehicle. A mattress. I hope somebody wasn't sleeping on this thing out here. And then we've got caution, do not cut. I don't know what that is. Anyway, I'm gonna get back on the bike. How's it going? It's weird, you see people walking around talking, and you think they're talking to themselves, like some homeless people do, but they're actually talking to somebody on their phone. And I realize this might not seem strange to people of younger generations than me, but it still catches me off guard. Anyway, I'm going to get back on the bike and take a drive down Grand Traverse, the east side of Grand Traverse. And see what's going on down there. I'm already aware there's a lot of broken glass down here, so got to keep an eye out. Now, ordinarily, I learned to stay away from this half of Grand Traverse because after dark anyway, during the day is not a problem. And people are out on their porches enjoying themselves, cooling off after the it didn't get too hot today, but got hot enough. And I've resisted doing new GoPro footage for a while because I've got a backlog of really good footage that I want to give good treatment to, but it takes editing and time and effort, and I like to put captions and things in, and so I've procrastinated. I've got a pile up of footage, some good footage, but it makes me resistant to shooting more. Not only does it take up hard drive space, but it takes like psychic space out of my brain as it piles up, making me less and less interested in writing because I might be tempted to shoot video and add to that burden, the heap of unedited video footage. So we've got a demolition site here next to the Blue House, as I call it. Looks like they've taken this place down. And I'm trying to remember what it looked like, and I can't. But yeah, it's a hole in the ground now here on Iron Court. Iron. I wish I could think of something ironic to say, but it's not coming to me at the moment. This since they repaved this whole stretch of Grand Traverse all the way down, seems like people are making a greater effort to keep things unlittered. So there's less broken glass, there's less garbage at the side of the road, less big garbage dumped, you know, stuff that obviously people dumped out of the back of their truck, like furniture and stuff like that. Here's Gary's place on Ionia Court. He's got a big G on his porch. Howdy, Gary. He's had some complaints because he has a lot of interesting stuff on his property, and people were starting to get annoyed by it. He had health issues that kept him from getting the job finished. It looks like he's gotten within city code regulations now, so I'm happy for him. Hope his health is doing better. The old firehouse. There's a rabbit crossing over there on the other side of the road. Hey, cat, didn't you see that rabbit over there? Are you interested in chasing a rabbit, or is that just dogs? Is it just dogs that chase rabbits? I don't know. That cat was not interested, that's for sure. I got some kids over here on a four-wheel recreational type vehicle. Now this is gonna be dim footage. Hi, how's it going? Here's another problem house that looks like it's been fixed up to some extent. There used to be a trailer out back. Is this the same place? No, this can't be the same place. I'm confusing it with another house. It was in bad shape, and the landlord had let it go to hell, and he was getting people in to fix it in exchange for rent, I think, and wasn't going very quick. And then people moved in. It turned into sort of like a flop house, and there was a trailer out back that people were flopping in, and that was no good. So looks like these people bought some new furniture or something. Calhoun. But yeah, as I was saying, it's dusk, so the footage is gonna be dim. The GoPro does not handle low light situations well. As I found, it doesn't handle highlight situations either. As I turn the corner here, across over Dorsey, we're going to another rabbit. We're going to look down the hill at the progress is being made on Lower Rouge Park. When they started doing work down there for the canoe toboggan, what am I trying to say, the boat launch thing from one end to the other down to Merriman, no way to Merriman, I joked that it's going to be a new like path all the way through. And turns out that my joke was true. They're actually building a path. So I hope it's a paved path and that they maintain it. And it will be a new bike trail from Vinoy to Merrimond. So we've got some kind of political statement here on this garage. Let's see. Well, it's a black power fist, and it looks like a Kamala banner in the window. So I can't read the flag, but I imagine this is a Black Lives Matter thing. Black Lives Matter statement. Yes, Black Lives Matter. I think we can all agree. So we're headed east again, this time on Dorsey. Looks like some folks still have their Christmas lights up here in May. Wonder if they consider them Christmas lights or if they are calling them something else. Here, let me get on the sidewalk. I see some traffic coming up the road. So I'm thinking this may be graduation thing with a T. Oh. Okay, it's not a T, it's a cross. And the reason I know that is because up ahead we seem to have a religious statement. And a caution warning. The cross thing is, I like it. It's kind of eerie in that it seems to be sawed off. I don't know where the head might be. Unless, I don't know, maybe that's top of the head there, the face and the beard. Anyway, at a distance it looked kind of like a black robed monk or something. So let's mount this camera back up my head. And we'll continue down around the curve. Well, this is one of those one-sided courts that doesn't loop back around. Yeah, I'm a trash picker. I'll check out what people are throwing out. Not interested in that. Cottonwood is out in full force now. It's causing my allergies to flare up. So I don't know, I guess this is a religious statement, except that the top of the cross is not lighting up, so instead of cross it looks like a T. And the sidewalk now is blockaded for the construction work happening. So I guess I'm gonna have to cross the ditch. So I'm assuming that gravel and dirt goes down the hill and is one of the pathways that will better connect this park. There's a lot of monkey business that goes on in this park traditionally, so I hope they patrol it better and keep dubious types out of there. Nice piece of public art. Kind of looks like a tree or 3 arrowheads, but as you can see, there's some stuff going on down there. And it'll be nice when they get the trail that'll go all the way through, and I will take footage of it once it's fully paved. There are a few other people, cyclists with cameras that I know of, who have taken video footage. So far, it made it look like it was kind of difficult because of the gravel and whatnot. And I assume they're laying the gravel down first to then pave over it. Jefferson Barnes Community Center, formerly Jefferson Barnes School. They kept this one up. They tore Lincoln Elementary down. Not sure what the distinction was to where they wanted to keep one and take the other one down. Maybe one was in better shape than the other. I am not sure. But yeah, I'd like to keep the video going, even though it's getting kind of dim, up through Liberator Park. Significantly named by another Johnson. Tireless Norwayne advocate who had decent influence with City Hall and was able to get a whole lot done for Norwayne. Got it declared a historic district, and graduated from Wayne High a few years before, several years before me. Knew my grandfather Johnson, and was involved with Grandpa in the Democrat Party politics. And in my grandfather's day, the Democrats were very different than they are today. I don't know what he'd think of them today. I have the feeling he'd be independent by today's standards. He'd be fed up with both parties like I am. Norwayne Community Gardens. But yeah, the Liberator Park is named after the B-24 bomber, also known as the Liberator. And I don't see kids playing there very often. Hey, another rabbit. Or is it garbage? No, that's a rabbit. Mostly homeless people over here. Probably due to the close proximity to the to Robertson's Party Store, where they can buy liquor and cigarettes, and or possibly the Safe Step rehab organization. They place troubled people with substance issues around Norwayne. They don't seem to want to put them anywhere else. They just want them to reside next to us. Westland is a big city, you know, they could put them anywhere, but nope. They want to put them in Norwayne. So I wish the best of luck to them, to their rehabilitation. But it is kind of troubling that these shady kind of characters sort of live back here. There's somebody asleep there now under the tree right next to the playground. There's some community pushback as somebody has spray painted "no bums." No bum, no bums. Now, I haven't heard them called bums in a long time. Homeless seems to be the most politically correct, although that's probably been ruled offensive now. So unhoused, I think, is the proper, the politically correct expression to refer to these folks. And I don't mean to put them down necessarily. Some of them fell on bad luck and ended up in a bad place, maybe self-medicated into a spot where they are in a bad shape. So yeah, I'm checking out people's garbage. Not really sure what that is. Some kind of exercise equipment. Smoke shop used to be in Napa Auto Parts and used to be the wreck, the teen town where my dad and other teens in the 50s would go to dance and listen to live bands and so forth. So we're here at the intersection of Grand Traverse and Vinoy. And I hope I got some decent footage here. I don't know.